Alright, so I'll point out that yes, I know my vlog, I mean, you probably don't even know this because I haven't mentioned it yet, but I was supposed to post my vlog yesterday, but, well, I was on half an hour of sleep yesterday because of a huge assignment, and then I slept 15 hours today. So, I decided to make my vlog today. And you guys are probably a bit confused by the title, I'm sure. And I'm going to address a bunch of things that Joy said in her vlog, however I'm going to focus on this one and do the rest later. Now, if you don't know what a furry is, or if you've seen the CSI episode that has furries, then in which case you don't know what a furry is, you should definitely watch this video. Because people have blown furries way out of proportion. Furries have become like the Jews of the internet, and everyone else is a Nazi. Because everyone saw the CSI episode and they think furries are a bunch of these sex-craved people wearing animal outfits and having sex in animal outfits and drawing porn of half animals. No. Does that happen? Okay, first of all, there's always going to be people that fit a stereotype, and is there a bunch of porn on the internet of it? Rule number 34 of the internet, people. That should explain it all. However, that does not mean that all furries conform to this. So, if you think that's what a furry is, here's what a furry actually is, which I guess is somewhat hard to describe, but I'll try my best. Basically, people that consider themselves a furries just really like animals, like the art that's involved with anthropomorphic animals, animals that are given human characteristics, like walking on two legs and stuff like that. And, you know, sometimes people will cosplay as those animals, sort of like if you were to go to an anime convention and people were wearing costumes of anime things, people are going to have animal costumes. And it's pretty much just liking that kind of art and stuff involved with it. And sure, there are people that wear the costumes, and usually they'll have their own character that they just kind of think they can relate to that animal in some way. So people have blown it way out of proportion because of the CSI episode, and because not many people knew what furries were in the first place. People saw that, automatically assumed that that's what furries were actually like. Now, I'm going to give you some examples of what furry art and what is like, and what furries actually do when they meet up with each other at, like, conventions and stuff like that. So here's pretty much what actually happens with people that wear the suits and stuff and meet up. Here is a picture of some hugging, and here's some more hugging, and oh god, there's more hugging. That's really about what happens aside from them talking to each other and doing art. Now that's for the art. Well, sure, like I said, rule number 34 of the internet, but that's not all there is. For instance, there's kind of adorable art. There's here with some picture involving like kindergarten and stuff like that. There's some very expressionistic art that people do that can involve characters of theirs. They can get very detailed and very artistic. And in a lot of cases they're just made to be weird and scary or funny. I'm not really sure which one this is. I think this one might actually haunt my nightmares. However, notice how, you know, none of the stuff I showed you had like sex and porn and stuff. So those of you that watched Joy's vlog, which is probably pretty much none of you except for Joy, because most of you on my friends list aren't friends with Joy and don't really know who she is. But if you were to watch her vlog, you would notice as she was going back with making fun of me after I made fun of her, she said that I'm a fan of furry art, or in other words, yes, I am also a furry. Whoopity-doo. I'm not about sex and stuff. I find the art awesome. I've done art for it. I have profiles online of the art I do, but as I mentioned in my last vlog, I don't give away the profiles because I like to keep it anonymous for all of my writing and all that, but I've gotten a good amount of followers on it. I do furry art. I have a tail. It is fluffy. I love it. A friend of mine is making me a hat that has cat ears on it to fit my character and stuff. And that's what all it's about, is fun and fluffiness and awesome pictures. Now, as for the other things that were said in Joy's video. Okay, first of all, she mentioned that when is the last time someone came up to you and asked you to solve an algebra problem, blah blah blah, or else they'll kill you, to make fun of me being a math major. Okay, first of all, of course you haven't heard of any of those. You know why? Because someone gets captured and they're told to do an algebra problem, they can't do it, they get killed and don't live to tell the story. Makes perfect sense, because everyone complains about it and then they don't learn it. And so you think, well, why doesn't anyone that knows how to do it gets captured? That's because those are the people that are doing it just to prove to society that they don't know crap. Now, also, she pointed out that I am 19 and still watch My Little Pony. Okay, first of all, it's not still watch. I started watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Okay, yes, granted, it's My Little Pony, but if you haven't seen it, then you don't know why I'm watching it. Because this is not typical, oh, girly, frilly, blah, blah, and, you know, all of the girls have the same personality and it's completely sexist. See, this one, all the girls have diverse personalities, and it was made by the same person that did Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory and all that. And it's pretty much like those shows. It's got similar animation, it's got references to all sorts of 90s stuff and jokes that only people our age are going to understand, and it's just generally a hilarious show. And I mean, sure, it has, you know, the cheesy, stupid morals and all that, but it still is a kid's show in some sense, so of course it's going to have some cheesy morals and stuff like that. But it's hilarious, it's just generally fun to watch, it's made references to Lion King, Scooby-Doo, and stuff like that. So if you haven't tried watching it, I'd suggest trying and watching it. And also, Joy went off on a tangent about Black Veil Brides. Okay, first of all, Black Veil Brides, they've got like all the black makeup and all the whole emo look and stuff like that. Okay, I'm pretty sure that fad was followed by all of the 13-year-old girls that have crushes on all the emo kids. So, I'm pretty sure you're a 13-year-old preppy kid if you like Black Veil Brides that much and think that they look that good in their emo-y outfits. Now, speaking of music, the band I'm going to recommend today is... I just kind of thought of it because they are talking about furries and all that. They're not actually furries, or at least I wouldn't know. But in the music video for the song, it's just kind of funny because they're wearing bare footy pajamas. I don't know where they got these, but I'm not really sure what to refer to them as genre-wise, because I'd say deathcore, but people that really listen to death metal and stuff like that watch this might yell at me if I call them death metal, because if they are deathcore, then they're going to be like, oh, this isn't death metal, this is a bunch of crap, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're death something. They have lots of screaming and guttural growls and stuff like that. So, if you don't like that kind of stuff, I'd suggest just stopping the video now. And I guess that's it for tomorrow. See you next time I do a vlog, and hopefully I won't be as sleep deprived.